Trippie Redd had every justification for being in a gang. Regardless of how successful these rappers were, there was always a conviction.
Use it in a gang-related fashion anymore.
Here is a list of the top 10 rappers who never failed to flash their gang signs, which always had deeper meanings. Just as Fetty Wap felt he had to show off his gang signs during a live phone call while sitting in a restaurant, Quando Rondo wanted to communicate with his guys in the hood and an NBA YoungBoy, but he just couldn't help it while wearing his bow. Great Street in NLE Choppa __. Regarding the use of hand gang signs, there are a lot of clips of Memphis rapper NLE Choppa throwing gang hand signs all over the place, and he does it so quickly that you would have to view the video in slow motion to understand what the signs signify. Internet. But his finger movements are so quick that some might mistakenly believe he is performing a dance move. In April 2021, the rapper went to an icebox shop to purchase tooth grills, just like any other day. However, what made the video stand out were the hand signals the rapper made while having the grills fixed in his mouth. In the brief video, Choppa must have thrown over a dozen gang signs, and at one point, the man repairing the grills could be heard saying, "After that, I'm going to need the definition of all those signs." It's unclear whether Choppa ultimately explained the meaning of the gang signs to the man, but based on the gang signs Choppa makes in this video, it's clear that he is a member of the Great Street ___ gang. His final sign in the video particularly suggests that he is a __. In another video, NLE Choppa is shown performing more gang hand signals with several of his friends by his side. For those who are still unsure whether NLE Choppa is a __, his swift hand gestures undoubtedly honor his status as a __. When the rapper himself made an appearance on YouTuber Adin Ross's live stream in September 2021, Choppa and another member of his entourage playfully invited Ross to become a __. During the live stream. They did this while giving Ross a special handshake 3 times, during which Cho could be heard saying, "You a gra crew." Shaking hands and tapping hands later in the video, Choppa tries to get Ross to shake hands again, but the YouTuber declines and leaves Choppa's hand hanging in the air. Choppa then tries to feel guilty after his friends tell him that he's now one of them and that they might need him to check in with other members occasionally. Ross may have been reluctant to become an __, but the YouTuber's demonstration of speed stops him just as he is ready to fall for it. Like Choppa, many other celebrities publicly display their __, status. For example, on July 4, 2020, a video of NLE Choppa and Blackboy JB spending the holiday weekend smoking and throwing up while listening to a Pop Smoke tune went viral online. Indications that indicated their proper place. One of Choppa's old friends claims that the rapper paid a significant amount to join the mostly black street gang known as Great Street __, for protection. The group has been around since the 1980s and is notorious for violence, extortion, and other illegal activities. They are known to wear blue and gray, but they also wear purple to symbolize Jameson Street, a north-south street in South Los Santos. Cho report claims to have joined the street gang in 2019 and has been showing off his status ever since. Interestingly, however, Choppa's gang ties were unable to keep him out of jail after he was arrested in March 2021 on charges of drug and firearm offenses. Charges of burglary. Next up is another __, who can move his hands just as quickly as Choppa. This rapper even took the time to teach how to throw gang hand signs. Blueface __. The Tatiana rapper is not a newbie to the scene. Over the years, he has amassed a devoted following and a formidable reputation. One of the factors that has contributed to Blueface's notoriety is his gang affiliations, which he doesn't try to conceal but rather flaunts. It has been reported that the rapper has been a __, for a number of years, and he frequently displays his status by throwing up gang hand signs. However, Blueface isn't just about flaunting himself. In this specific video, the rapper notably slows down. His hand gesture while instructing his followers on how to vomit __. Blueface's hand gestures are slower than Choppa's, who moves with godlike speed. This makes it easier for anyone to understand and decipher the meaning. In another clip, the rapper makes similar gang hand signs to the first one while sporting a white outfit and a blue towel draped over his shoulder. Keep in mind that we previously stated that Crips wear blue. In the final video, the 27-year-old rapper is joined by another man, and both of them are wearing clothing with a hint of blue, even though there are no blue accents. The third video features Blueface making more hand signals while riding in a car and muttering Crips as the film ends. In addition to throwing gang hand signs in videos, the other man in the video is seen doing the __. Walk the damn dance, which was popularized by the Crips. When asked by one of the show's hosts how being a ___ has impacted his career, Blueface, who has always taken pride in his gangster status in interviews and music videos, sat down for an interview with Talib Kweli in September 2021, sharing his thoughts on gang life and the reasons behind his decision to become a __.
If anything, it just brings more expectation than like benefiting me. Honestly, the way I see it, it's just more expectation, more limits, you know. So it's bittersweet. It's a good and a bad thing.
Additionally, Blueface disclosed that he joined the Crip because he needed a way to express his anger.
Yeah, I wanted to rage a little bit, and I didn't want to rage for no reason. So it was kind of like, you know, just turned me up a little bit. I just wanted to be turned up a little.
However, Blueface frequently appears at events with other Crips. This was the case when he appeared in Vegas in the summer of 2023 with a group of his gang members. It was not surprising that the group turned it into a gang affair as they threw up __, gang signs while touring the city. Although Blueface has been a proud member of the Crips in recent years, he was criticized by another __, member for failing to pay any tribute to Nipsey Hussle on his social media pages after the rapper's tragic death in September 2022. Nipsey Hussle was a member of the Rollin' 60s Crips, so many found it odd that Blueface did not post a single tribute to the rapper on his social media pages. There will always be rumors about rappers being part of street gangs, especially when they don't pay tribute to the late rapper Blueface, who identifies as a West Coast __. We move on to another rapper who is known for throwing up gang signs but later denounced the gangster life after a tragic incident. Quando Rondo __. Adopt a violent lifestyle like Quando Rondo, a rapper who has been associated with the Crips since he initially gained notoriety in 2017, but he dispelled all rumors. In 2021, a video of Rondo performing __, hand signs went viral online. In the video, he is seen with his friends and has an edge on. At the start of the clip, one of the individuals in the background can be heard saying, by one of them, as he throws up several hand signs that signify his allegiance to the Crips. Rondo then performs the hand signals. Less than 2 years after showcasing his set, Rondo did a stunning U-turn in September 2022, and he can be seen shouting __, farther in the video while still flinging up the gang signs. When he condemned his association with the Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips in a series of Instagram stories, the declaration following the August 19, 2022 shooting of his cousin Lil Pab, who was riding with DJ Rondo when he was ruthlessly shot and died at a Los Angeles. In his post on September 6, 122, Rondo miraculously left the scene unscathed. He made it clear that he was done with the gang and that he doesn't intend to be jumped out by disloyal gang members. He wrote, "I'm not jump out gang either, ain't no loyalty in Liddy. I'm my own man. I laid my flag down. I'm not in neighborhood. Y'all ain't going ride for a __. Formal, it's no sense of me being a part of y'all. Blood in, blood out is a well-known rule for gang exits." Jay Stone also weighed in on the drama, slamming the rapper for his outburst and warning him that he couldn't get out that easily. He wrote on Instagram stories, "You can't drop your flag. and say you're not an inch no more could go to the hood and get you put off. Don't cry, now we lose. Describes a person being jumped by fellow members. Shortly after Rondo's outburst, social media was ablaze with commentary about how he should leave the group. The next rapper on our list was exposed as a gangster in court, with the prosecution using pictures of him throwing hand signals as proof. YNW Melly, a blood rapper, shot to fame when he released his breakthrough song Murder on My Mind on the internet. However, almost a year after this episode, Rondo and 18 other people were indicted on gang and drug charges, proving that Rondo was still a member of the Rollin' 60s Crips. The rapper didn't get to enjoy his popularity and fame for long though, since on February 13, 2019, Melly handed himself in to the police and was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. They had previously been on SoundCloud and YouTube in 2017. Authorities claimed that Melly and fellow rapper YoungBoy plotted to stage the murder of 2 of his friends, Anthony Dandra Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr., as the trial got underway. Prosecutors accused Melly of being connected to the Bloods and claimed that this was the reason behind the killings of Williams and Thomas Jr. in 2018. They supported their allegations with a series of images and videos showing Melly displaying gang signals, which Broward sheriffs. One of the pictures in the courtroom shows Melly posing with a group of people while they are all making gang hand signals, which Office Detective Danny Polo said were evidence of his gang affiliation. The detective goes on to say that the letter B for Bloods is represented by Melly's hand gesture. The Blood Street Gang is known for dressing in red, and several of the men in the picture are wearing red outfits. In one of the courtroom photos, Melly is seen flashing another gang sign with both hands. The detective explains that during his testimony, Bloods members used to spell out the word blood. Polo also mentioned that Melly is wearing a lot of red in the pictures and pointing to multiple texts. In response to Polo's accusations, the defense contended that flashing gang signs wasn't a sign of membership and cited an example of Melly using gang-related terms in conversations with unidentified people. Serena Williams was never a __, and despite the controversy surrounding the incident, it was only a moment of excitement and nothing more. Nevertheless, the argument wasn't sufficient to resolve the issue. The rapper has been in custody since his arrest in February 2019, and the trial is still ongoing. However, Melly's cool and collected demeanor whenever he appears in court makes it difficult to believe that he has been behind bars for almost 5 years. Next up is another rapper who was also exposed as a Bloods in court by another gangster, Trippie Redd. Blood, since becoming a mainstream artist, Trippie Redd is one rapper that has never been free of controversy from allegations of Satanism, raises question marks about his lifestyle choices and numerous run-ins with the law, and then there's the constant links to various street gangs, including the Bloods in his latest release Out of in this music video, which he posted on his Instagram page. Trippie Redd flashes multiple Bloods gang signs. He also wears red throughout, confirming his affiliation with the Bloods. In addition to this video, there are other videos that feature Trippie Redd throwing up gang hand signs with a lot of verve and confidence. Despite the fact that he has never truly acknowledged being a member of Bloods, Redd was exposed by his former friend and fellow rapper, Tekashi 69, during his trial for drug trafficking and racketeering firearm offenses. The trial started on September 16, 2019, but when Tekashi 69 took the stand the following day, he stated, not only was rapper Trippie Redd exposed by Kashi 69, but he was also a member of 59 Brims, a group of the violent Blood Street Gang that operates across the United States. Identified members of the 9 Trey Bloods gang describing the gang's hierarchy and the responsibilities individual persons perform. Furthermore, the rapper revealed that he became a member of the 9 Trey Bloods gang after he made the Cuda video public in December 2017, and shortly after revealing the shocking revelations. Redd appeared to react when he posted a picture of himself grinning on Instagram, captioning the image "Ovu, I was so determined to get to." Trippie Redd is said to have founded a gang called 1400, and I love you all where I am now. With some of his friends when talking about the meaning of 1400, Redd explained in an interview.
My gang, like, it's not, we don't use it in a gang-related fashion anymore because we're better than that now. But it's still, it is what it is. It's like, it's more so my team.
Aside from the fact that he grew up on a street known as the 14th Street, Redd also has the number 14 prominently tattooed on his forehead. The rapper has frequently explained that the number has a deeper meaning for him, including a religious connection to red tails, pigeons, and pulls, as well as a 1400 angel and a 14 angel. We go on to another rapper after all of that __ ties into some angelic Trippie, who continued by saying that the song simply keeps coming up in his everyday life, whose gang banging has kept him behind for so long. Beneath all the flamboyance evident in Young Thug's attire and mannerisms, there is a darker side that has been forged through years of gang banging. In a video from May 2014, the Atlanta rapper is seen with some of his friends having a good time and kicking back. At one point, the rapper proudly represents his set by throwing up multiple gang signs. His hand gestures are extremely quick and rhythmic, but when slowed down somewhat, allowing you to see him form the letter B, which stands for the Bloodstreak Gang. This specific video was shot long before Young Thug became involved. In a contentious legal dispute that has exposed a lot of Rico's gang activities, the rapper is charged with co-founding a violent street gang that carried out numerous killings, shootings, and carjackings over about 10 years. The group is known as Young Slime Life, or YSL, and the prosecution claims they advertised their unlawful songs and social media posts. Young Thug and two other people co-founded the group in 2012, and it is rumored to be connected to the National Bloods gang. The rapper was originally. The trial didn't start until November 2023 because of delays in jury selection, despite Young Thug's lawyers arguing that YSL was merely a record label and not a gang. Young Thug was arrested and charged in May 2022 for conspiring to violate the RICO statute and engaging in criminal street gang activities. The prosecution refuted those claims. Claims were made by referencing Thug's violent lyrics and presenting images and videos showing the rapper throwing up gang signs. However, Thug's lawyers countered that just because Thug flashes gang signs, it doesn't necessarily mean he is a member of a gang. Brian Steele, the defense attorney for Thug, stated that the fact that I'm just using myself has a. After serving more than 2 years in prison, Young Thug was finally released in November 2024 after entering a guilty plea to gang, drug, and gun charges. I have a tattoo on my face, sing about drive-by shootings, and am frequently spotted performing the __ walk or the B for the blood gang sign. I have done nothing illegal in Georgia. Charges just prior to his release, the rapper expressed regret in court as the judge spoke to him, saying, "Yes, ma'am, I accept complete responsibility for mine. I want to apologize to my family, especially my mom from Slime Thugger, for any offenses or charges I may have made. We will now discuss a deceased rapper. The lone Gangster Disciples member on this list is Juice WRLD GDK. Everything about rapper Juice's world was distinctive, including his gang, lifestyle, and rap style. Associations. Juice WRLD was rumored to have ties to the Gangster Disciples, although the majority of the rappers on the list are either Bloods or Crips. The Chicago rapper, also known as GDK, was seen in the studio spitting Coachella while simultaneously shouting out to the Crips, Bloods, and No Limit Street Game's Juice WRLD and displaying GDK gang signals. He spent his years on Earth on a small ship that surfed the internet before passing away. What's music going on this weekend? The Crips were cracking, so the Bloods were. Unsurprisingly, Juice's hand gesture is Al's bracking, which combines Crips and Bloods gang signs. What surprised? Despite being known as rivals of the Gangster Disciples, or GDK, the majority of viewers found it amusing that Juice felt at ease performing Bloods gang signs. The African-American street and prison gang known as GDK was established in 1968 by former rivals David Barksdale and Larry Hoover. Together, they formed the Black Gangster. Disciple Nation, but after disagreements over leadership, the group broke up into two new groups, Hoover's Gangster and Barksdale's Black Disciples Nation. The Gangster Disciples has been around since the early 1990s, and among its well-known members are Juice WRLD, FBG Duck, Lil Jojo, and numerous others. Juice never truly identified as a gangster, but he was constantly influenced by those who were, and the more famous he became, the closer he became to a gangster. Because of the risky circles he was rolling around in with Juice, many of his fans started to worry about his life just before he passed away. He passed away in December. Following an autopsy, the official cause of death for the 21-year-old NBA YoungBoy blood rapper was determined to be an accidental overdose of codeine and oxycodone on the 8th of 2019. His gangster credentials have never been questioned, which has been a point of contention because NBA YoungBoy is one of the most feared rappers of this new generation. Is if he is a member of the Bloods or the __ street gang. Although the NBA youngster has never publicly stated which set he represents, there are multiple videos on the internet that, when cameras caught the rapper strolling around the streets in March 2021, he was seen displaying gang emblems connected to the Bloods. He was kind enough to flash a gang sign associated with the Bloods gang. According to gang members experts, the young NBA player in this video is using a sign that reads Blood Killer, which furthers despite the widespread perception that young boys are strong and dangerous, the rapper flashed some gang signs once again as he was out with a woman in a car. Similar to this, in 2019, an NBA youngster went live on Instagram with his admirers after grinning for the Snapchat butterfly filters that hung over their heads. During the session, the rapper displayed gang hand signals to symbolize his 4K Trey gang 4K. Trey, which stands for Fort Trey, is a group that was allegedly founded by an NBA youngster in memory of a friend who passed away, who was killed at a party for teenagers in 2014 by one of his oops. Although the young boy has implied in his songs that 4K Trey might be a gang, he hasn't explicitly said that the group is a gang. The group's nature even sparked a heated argument between Adam 22 and Wack 100 during a September 2023 episode of No Jumper. Adam labeled 4K Trey against gang and clarified that it was a group of the Bloods gang founded by a young boy. Wack 100 was obviously offended by the designation and vehemently objected to the notion, claiming, since there was no concrete proof to back up the allegations that it was a gang, 100 people asked how they knew 4K Trey wasn't a movement utilized to promote his. Even though Wack 100 seemed to have a strong case during the NBA YoungBoy debate, his violent lifestyle and his association with the Bloods will still cast a shadow on 4K Trey's independence, despite the fact that the young NBA player has established a reputation as one of the most deadly artists over the past few years because of his ongoing disputes within the rap community and legal issues. Thus, it's therefore hard for many individuals, including Adam 22, to see. A young youngster forming a non-gang related organization is followed by Fetty Wap, who was accused of breaking a restaurant's rules while adhering to his code of conduct. He would contest the notion that rapper Fetty Wap personifies everything that people think of when they hear the word gangster, from his rap songs to his lifestyle, as well as the eye prosthetic he has had fitted, all of which appear to contribute to a persona that readily presents him as a gangster. The rapper was unable to allay suspicions about where he belongs. In September 2019, he posted a video of himself throwing up multiple gang signs while dining at a restaurant. The rapper seemed to be having it. During a lengthy video discussion with a mystery individual, Fetty Wap chooses to flash gang hand signals that are strikingly identical to those employed by Bloods members as he completes the hand signals, and when he mutters the letters mob and illustrates them, Wap dispels any uncertainty over the set he is a part of. The management of the eatery reportedly requested Fetty Wap to leave after he was observed creating gang signs with his hands for others who. The Mob Peru, sometimes referred to as Mob Peru or Mob Peru Bloods, is a criminal organization that is a part of the Peru Gang Alliance and may not be familiar with gang culture. Knight, the co-founder of Death Row Records and a major Bloods gang record executive, is affiliated with the Mob Peru, whose members have a history of being fierce. The restaurant would not want anyone to put gang signs on their property because of their feud with Crips, which frequently becomes deadly. Turn ugly, but more significantly, the gang is known to do a number of crimes, such as drug trafficking, robbery, and the trafficking of weapons, so it wasn't the least. It was somewhat unexpected to learn that Fetty Wap was arrested in October 2021 on suspicion of taking part in a drug trafficking conspiracy involving fentanyl, heroin, and other. For his involvement in the extensive drug smuggling scheme, the rapper received a 6-year prison sentence in September 2023. During his sentencing, Fetty expressed regret to the penultimate rapper on our list was jailed the same day his biggest song was published, despite his family and community expressing sincere regret for the suffering he had caused. Tay-K __, rapper Tay-K is best known for his 2017 song, The Race, which chronicles the criminal activities Tay-K carried out and became popular. Tay-K later attempted to create a gang while incarcerated. Tank was well known for putting up gang signs in such a manner after a countrywide chase for the then teenage rapper's arrest in New Jersey due to his criminal record. In summary, Tay-K funkified gang culture and made it appealing to young people from various walks of life, which is how many people, especially young fans, started to associate it with. In a previous social media post prior to his arrest, Tay-K posted a video of himself in a car displaying gang signals while loud music played in the background, despite his hands moving. The post featured people from a variety of backgrounds, not only the Black community. Soon after, it became evident from the signals that Tay-K was loyal to the Crips. Due to his upbringing, which included family members who were Crips, he was introduced into the __, street gang at a very young age. Tay-K once described how the rapper has also previously hinted at having a very challenging upbringing where he was left to care for himself. He was greatly inspired by his mother, who was a newborn insane, sick. This unavoidably drove him to a life of crime at a very young age, culminating in the July 2016 burglary incident that killed rapper Ethan Walker in Mansfield, Texas. After a 2.5-hour interrogation, Tay-K was later arrested on June 30, 2017, the day The Race was released, after eluding authorities for more than 3 months. Confessed to his involvement in the failed heist, telling investigators that he looked for drugs in the house. The prosecution said that Tay-K had attacked and dispatched a. According to court filings, the rapper allegedly attempted to form a new prison gang named Rugrats, better known as Tay-K, with other hospital inmates. Claimed to have created a set of guidelines for the new gang that included not reporting someone discovered engaging in illicit behavior, never robbing a fellow Rugrat, never defying superior authority, and no. On July 23, 2019, over 2 years after his arrest, Tay-K was found guilty of child abuse and child murder unless required. He would be eligible for rappers on parole after serving 28 years. They're proudly displayed their gang signs and their meanings. For further fascinating material like this, make sure to click the card that is displayed on the screen.